Hey guys, what's up? And a very literal warm welcome to TSP TV down here on Lake Ontario, looking out at a beautiful piece of scenery. We've got some beautiful graceful swans swimming on the lake. We've got nothing but blue skies. We've got some paddle boarders out enjoying this beautiful summer day. There's another little swan there. There is one of the said paddle boarders on the Lake Ontario. More swans, sounds of seagulls. And as we just zoom around what might be familiar scenery to some of you all now, if you have been following the Tea by the Lake series and the Tea and Friends, we've had some beach parties, some campouts, some fires. And let's zoom out. There is a tobacco. Now that little tree there you can see on the beach is the normal spot that we have done a couple of videos from, but looks like somebody else has acquired the shade behind that tree. But we are once again down here by the lake. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon, perfect sunshiny day. Let me just see if I can get a little scan of the beautiful blue skies, maybe even have a little look at the sun. Not a cloud to be seen so far. So playing around a little bit with the tripod, and let's just kind of zoom it around. You can kind of see what is to the east of me. There's a little nice secluded area, a couple of ducks enjoying some shade, and don't know if you can see this is me down on the beach. That's actually gone out. That's a shame. So I've got a little bit of a spliff going on. It is a beautiful Friday afternoon, as I said, down here on the beach on Lake Ontario. It's July the 20-something or other, not sure what day exactly. Although I did just mention there wasn't a cloud in the sky. Looking out over, let me just zoom you around again. Hang on. So I've got a little spliff on the go. Nothing better than enjoying a little spliff in the sunshine down by the beach. But if we turn around, I'm not sure if or not you'll be able to make this out. And we are filming in 4K actually. Across the lake on the horizon, that is the United States of America. That is New York State. But where you can kind of see that we have clear skies above Canada, and you kind of go down over there on what is considered American airspace, there seems to be quite a considerable amount of beautiful little butterfly just flew by, and that's why I come down here to get close and up and down and dirty with nature. But yeah, it does look as though there is some kind of cloud coverage over New York State, which is about 30 miles across Lake Ontario. There is a very big lake, and you might be able to see, I think I got interrupted by the butterfly, but some yachts are kind of out in the midst of there. There's actually quite a few of them. Not sure if you can zoom in on the yachts in the distance. Sorry if that was a bit choppy for you. I'm not sure if you can make out that cloud coverage, but we are recording in 4K down here on Lake Ontario. Sorry about that. Today there is a beautiful swan, and there are some more swans there, but maybe let me try and zoom out again. Maybe we can feed the ducks. So I got some stale crackers that I started to eat but left out, and they went a little bit stale. And I mean, in an emergency situation you would eat the stale crackers, but it's not necessarily an emergency situation just yet. But they are from my pantry. I don't know if you can see them there. So we're going to try and feed some ducks with the swans. So I'm just going to throw a little handful out and see if we can attract some attention, because sometimes these birds do get up close and very personal when you are feeding them, but they need to kind of be made aware that there are some kind of foodstuffs around. So I'm kind of trying to attract the swan that you may or may not see in front of me there. And we've got a bit of a wonky tripod because we are on the beach, trying to straighten it up. I'm not sure if you can tell there is a little duck coming round. So let's scatter some more of the crackers and see if we can entice some of these birds. Now this duck does seem to be coming. Let's try and get a... Okay, there's a seagull. Once the word gets out, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there you go. A seagull has come. And once one seagull arrives, many more. Here they come. Word's out, there's food on the beach. So far we've got some seagulls, if not the swans or the ducks. Now, hey, is that Cedric? It's certainly one of the Cedrics, and some of these birds are familiar as they are local. And there we go, guys. Within seconds, look, we've got a little bit of a flock of seagulls. Unfortunately, they don't feel the need to run. There's a lot of Cedrics here today. He looks like the boss Cedric. They've already gobbled those up. Here come the swans in the background. Now the swans are kind of the hierarchy, and this is something we pointed out a little while ago when we come down here and shared our prison roaming with some of these beautiful, magnificent birds a while ago. And once the sort of swans and the geese come in, the seagulls stepped aside. Now they are kind of waiting. They are sending out word. Look, that is them tweeting, quite literally, to other birds that there is food available down here on the beach. And there seems to be a lot of Cedrics, these kind of checkered seagulls there. I don't know if that is the Cedric, or maybe he's grown up a little bit, because they do look like they might be young. But there is a swan in the distance. So this is, as I say, just a nice relaxing lakeside 420 break down on the beach. A few people are out and about, some kids, some families, people with dogs, people on bikes. Let's see if we can get some ducks in the mix. And yeah, some of the ducks are beginning to come in close. There are some majestic swans over there, some more paddle boarders. But there we go, guys. It only takes a few crumbs of stale crackers and you attract yourself a bunch of bird friends. The ducks are still looking a little bit... Okay, the ducks have got in on the mix. Let's see if we can get Mr. Swan. Look how magnificent he is. I don't think the swan's interested. But he has come in a little bit closer to see what is up. There's another little duck coming out. Beautiful, beautiful little spot. Hey, ducky, look at this. Let's see if we can get this little duck here. Like I said, some of them are a little bit brave. Maybe the duck, hey, we're going to give him a whole cracker. If he gets brave enough, you're going to come over and take the cracker from my hand? Come on, win a prize. Take the cracker, win a prize. The prize is the cracker, birds. Come on. No? Maybe. There, maybe he's a little bit enticed. Still a little bit shy. Come on, sweetheart, come and get some cracker. Beautiful creatures. My mother loves ducks. I might even try and prevent from using curse words so she can watch this video. Here, little duck. Anyone? Don't be shy. I'm not going to hurt you. This one looks magnificent in the back. It almost... Hey, be nice. Looks like he's got leopard print feathers. How amazing is he? I don't know if anyone can tell me what kind of breed of duck that is. And, look how magnificent. Hey. Make sure he gets a little bit of cracker. Come on, one of you's got to be brave. One of you, anyone? It is a little bit of shame because oh, they are getting closer though. These guys here, I don't know if you can see this one with the magnificent looking feathers, and hopefully the 4K definition will be picking up these beautiful birds in all of their glory. And I haven't really had a chance to use the 4K camera out and about in public much, so this was another kind of reason as to why I wanted to come down and just get a little bit of footage of, you know, we've got plenty of colours and beautiful creatures going on here. Really see if we can get some majestic goose or something there flying in the distance. I wonder what they're saying to each other. It kind of looks over there in the background, the swans are dipping for fish, maybe feeding from the bottom. There's a beautiful duck there on the rock. That's some beautiful scenery for you. And the ducks are chasing each other around, this little guy here. And I know our dear friend Annie Burdell over at Prepperchick, she loves ducks and geese and swans, so almost wish you were here with me, Sugar Plum. We could have fun feeding these ducks together, and then maybe go and try and steal a bear later. Kidnap a Mountie. Remember, you did promise me a good time when you did venture north of the border up here to North Canada. If or not you'll be able to do so nowadays, but we do have plans to steal a bear and kidnap a Mountie at some point in the distant future. But here you go, darling, there's some beautiful ducks and birds for you. Sorry, I nearly hit him in the head with a cracker. Shame we couldn't entice the swans or the geese. Remember just a few minutes ago there was almost no birds on this little beach. It was almost deserted, and now we've almost got every bird in the neighbourhood. These little ducks are getting a feast there. They're almost like seeing off the seagulls. And what we're talking about, like the hierarchy, like before the ducks arrived, the seagulls were getting their pick of the crackers, but these little ducks have come in. Let's really see if we can get one to... Come on, be brave, one of you little duckies. No? No, he thought about it, Oh, the Cedric got... Come, eat from my hand. Little duckies. I'm not going to hurt you. Oh, someone's got a speedboat by the sounds of it. Oh no, jet skis. A couple of people out jetting around on jet skis. So you know what? That's the last of the crackers. So I'm pretty sure once all the crackers have disappeared, so too all these beautiful duckies. So make sure you put the trash away. You're not going to leave that on the beach. So that is about as close as they did want to venture. We did try and entice them to eat from our hands, but unfortunately not. But there are again the swans in the distance. Someone out paddle boarding right there. And if not, some of these creatures, there you go. There are mass exodus as they fly off into the distance after they've had their... Oh my goodness, I don't know if you caught that in the background. Somebody just rode by on a bicycle with a child and said, no, we're not here to socialize with other humans, Jordan. And that is very disturbing things to be saying to children. Children should be encouraged to play with other children and interact with other humans. Maybe not like sort of Hollywood elite or banking elite or royal pope type people that may take advantage of young children. Those are the sort of humans you don't want to be encountering or interacting with. But for most part, you know, a little bit of healthy interaction with other humans is incredibly good for the soul and the psyche. We do, you know, we are social creatures by nature. We do need to be in and around our own folks. But I'm quite happy down here on my own with my friends, the ducks and the seagulls. Quite happy to get away from it all and get some peace and quiet, and as I say, get back to nature, get some vitamin D, get some rays, and they are coming back. Look, let's just finish up watching these little beautiful creatures finish and enjoy their last crumbs of crackers. But poor Jordan, she's not allowed to come down here and socialize with other human beings, but at least the ducks are willing to socialize to a degree with human beings. You know, they really are getting over every last little morsel of crumb there. And there is one of the little Cedrics. I don't know if you can see Cedric there. I don't know if that is the actual Cedric or part of his tribe. But ducks, how relaxing, how therapeutic, and how calming it is just to be down the lake. Talking of, we got geese coming in now. Let me see if we can zoom in on the geese. Geese and swans there, look. It's a little bit of wildlife, a little bit of sunshine. Lots of vitamin D, lots of sunshine, sun tanning weather today. So that's what we're gonna enjoy down here on the beach. And oh my goodness, I'm getting a little bit spiteful with each other now. How long I'm going to stay here remains to be seen. I didn't really bring any sort of supplies or food or anything like that. I don't even know if I'm going to make a campfire. Probably not. Here come the geese. Sorry guys, you're a little bit late to the party. There's no more crackers for you. These greedy little duckies have gobbled all the cracker crumbs. But they are going to come over and see if they can have a little look if there's any leftovers, I guess. So we've seen geese, we've seen ducks, we've seen gulls. I think there's even a couple of, there is a little sparrow just pottering around, seeing if he can pick up any of the crumbs that the other guys didn't pick up with their beaks. And here come the geese. I'm pretty sure the ducks will be scurried away, because the geese, you know, and the sort of bigger the birds, the more sort of hierarchy they have. He's like, this guy here is almost sort of standing his ground, standing up. It's like, come on ducks, get the most of your, I mean, these are actually females, I believe. And the geese are honking. Maybe they're calling for some reinforcements. The ducks are chasing off the sparrows now. But it is very beautiful and relaxing down here by the beach, and you know, come December, January and February, this will be an almost impossibility, and you'll almost be willing to carry out sacrifices in order to enjoy a little bit of this warmth and comfort that summertime brings And these fellows, they'll probably be somewhere south in the sunshine themselves. They won't be sticking around to be enjoying much of the winter months, I'm sure. But anyway, there's a guy coming by on a paddleboard, not a paddleboard, like a little dinghy thing. There he is. He's probably going to come by in the shot now. Just show you examples of some of the people enjoying the summertime and enjoying what the lake has to offer. You can almost imagine it would be very graceful and restful just floating around out there. But look at this guy, he is getting some, you know, some of you may have not seen a Canadian goose. There is a Canadian goose, like literally a foot or something away from me, pecking away at some crumbs, and a little duck still pottering around in the background. There is one of the Cedric seagulls catching a few morsels that have gotten hidden amongst the gravel and the stones on the beach here. I almost feel bad that we didn't get some crumbs for these geese. Look at his beautiful feathers there. I almost want to sort of reach out and stroke him, but let's just leave him be. He's enjoying a little snack there. And there's two swans out on the lake there. I don't know if you can see. Very, very graceful. Ooh, the goose really does want his crackers all to himself. He just chased off his goose buddy, and looks like we've almost got some more ducks coming in just there on the water edge. And there is this guy here. Zoom out. See? Little waddling ducks coming up the beachfront. Oh, look at them cute, they're all in a line. And if it wasn't sort of for the noise of that construction you might be able to pick up in the background, it would be incredibly tranquil down here. My goodness, look how close this guy is. Right. Oh, there's my hand. Don't want to startle him, which it looks like I did do. And that is the only kind of downside on what otherwise would be a beautiful, peaceful day. And I actually do like coming to this little spot because there is a restroom, and there's also like a water fountain where you can get some fresh, although I don't know how fresh it is or how much fluoride and lead's in the water, but there is like a water fountain where you can fill up your bottle of water. There's also a little bit of shade just there, a little bit of an area, wooded area you can go and explore, get some firewood if need be. But as I said, guys, I'm not sure if I will be making a fire. I've got nothing to cook, didn't even bring my cup to make a cup of tea. I just kind of grabbed the camera, grabbed a towel, and decided let's come down here and do some sunbathing. Just be restful. Look how close. I don't know, there's my toe. So you can get a little bit of a reference of distance between me and these magnificent creatures. So the ducks have had enough, they're back to the lake, they're going to go swim, maybe cool off, see if they can find some fish. This guy really is like desperately trying to find it's almost like a little crackhead. Look, he dropped his bag of rock and he's trying to find every last crumb so he can get his pookie loaded up and twist that 2 to 10 to get a hit. But he's not looking for crack, he's looking for cracker crumbs, which I guess would be crack to geese. Let me know if you know if cracker crumbs are the equivalent of crack to geese. He's got something hanging off of him there. I don't know if he's in discomfort or it's just a little bit of grass or something. He doesn't look too bothered by it. I don't want to kind of try and reach out and pull it off just in case it upsets him. But it looks like the majority of our bird friends, except for these 3 geese. I just want to think of the 12 days of Christmas. It wasn't 3 geese, was it? Was it 1 partridge in a pear tree? Oh, I don't know. Was it 7 geese a laying? I think that sounds about right. There were geese somewhere in the 12 days of Christmas, and almost startlingly and astonishingly, I've forgotten what the 3rd one was. Maybe answers in the comments below. But it's July. We don't really want to be thinking about Christmas and snow and that kind of shit just yet, especially when we've got a gorgeous, I don't know if you can get the sun there. Maybe not. Blue sky with almost no clouds to spoil the view, except for the clouds that do seem to be on the horizon over the United States of America. And the yachts. There's a hell of a lot of yachts out there in the distance. Again, not sure if you can, sorry about that, see the yachts over there. I'll try and give you a little panoramic of the ocean. Zooming in, that is as far as I can zoom in, but that is kind of where the yachts are situated, and it is kind of difficult to look at the camera screen with all the sunshine and the glare. But if we come right up, he hasn't left, still picking our little tweaker goose. Tweaker geese, sounds funnier, tweaker geese. But he's not a tweaker, he's beautiful, he's just happy to get a little bit of cracker crumbs into his snack diet today. He's pretty sure he's going to get fed by a multitude of other people who come to the beach today. It's almost hard not to throw a little bit of bread or something, especially for picnics and having barbecues and snacks. Hello, do you have any bread? I think that's what he's saying to me. No, sorry Mr. Goose, I don't have any bread. Okay, thank you anyway. I was very grateful for the crumbs. You're welcome, Mrs. or Mr. Goose. I don't know what gender you identify as, so let's not try to upset you. Do geese have gender identification? I'm not sure, but sorry, I don't have any bread. That's quite all right. As I said, I'm very grateful for the cracker crumbs. I'm going to go back to the lake now. Come on, Tarquin, let's leave this nice gentleman. Give us some crumbs. And off the geese go. Sorry if you, that was a little bit like Johnny Morris at Animal Magic, a show I grew up with in the United Kingdom. Maybe when I come to edit this video I could put a picture of Johnny Morris in here. Maybe even could splice it and try and put the intro to Animal Magic. But Animal Magic was a guy who's about a zookeeper played by Johnny Morris, and he used to do the voices of the animals. So that's what I was doing. Are you sure you don't have any bread? I really am hungry. The crumbs from the crackers really have not sustained me. I hope nobody's listening to me. Oh my god, there is somebody behind listening to me, and I'm like, my god, look at this tweaker talking to the geese. But I can assure you, other than a little bit of marijuana and tobacco that I rolled in my spliff, there is no other narcotics or substances involved with today's enjoyment. There's a beautiful gull just swooping around there on the beach. Is this... Really, I'm not letting those crumbs go. And you can see in the background the little tiny sparrows almost camouflaged on the beach with their feathers in the wood and the sand and the rocks. And that is, I guess, the purpose of their colouring, to protect them from predators that might look to be gobbling them up. But there's our little swan in the background again. So many birds down here, and I do like wildlife. We did get to see a beaver a couple of weeks back. We had an overnight down here on our little spot with the tea and friends, but this is a solo tea by the lake, and I am trying to wrap this up at the 30-minute mark. I was going to try and go to 20 minutes, but then something happened, I can't remember what. But anyway, I also remember I got intros and stuff to add into this, so it will be a little bit longer than 30 minutes, I guess. God, my spliff's gone out again. So I'm probably going to end this, as I said, with our little goose friend and the little sparrows pecking around in the distance, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my afternoon. Hey guys, we're still down at the beach, and I want to show you a little friend I've made. Don't know if you can see this little guy. Look at him. I went and had a little paddle in the lake a second ago, and this little creature jumped out from under a rock. Look at that, he's trying to pinch me. He knows he's on camera. He's very docile. We're not going to keep him, but I just wanted to show you some of the... Oh, he's gone back in the sand. We're going to put him back in a second. We don't want to harm him or anything, but I just wanted to show you how absolutely magnificent this little creature was. I mean, you could possibly eat him. What do they call them? Like crayfish, perhaps? Is that a crayfish or a little crab or something? Maybe a small lobster. Zoom up on him there. That's a little bit of additional footage for you to the feathered friends feeding fiasco.
Hey, get that one over here.
I just was paddling and he was underneath the water.
I see them dead, but
yeah, he's alive. I was just out there in the lake having a little paddle to cool off, and he come out from underneath a rock.
oh, that's nice.
So I come over here to show him off on camera.
Of
I'm gonna
course,
go and
why
put him
not?
back. Now, you want to hold him?
Can I bring my camera and take a picture?
Yeah, of course you can.
Little boy, he might like this.
Yeah, no problem. Of course, he's pinching away at my fingers there. Bless him. He's a little bit startled, but there you go. A passerby just noticed what I was doing, and he's gonna come and bring his little boy. And his camera to come and take some pictures, but we will put this guy back momentarily. We'll let the guy go and get his kid and show him off, because his kid's probably never seen anything like this. And believe it or not, I've never actually picked up a creature like this before in my life. I mean, I've seen them in you know, kind of aquariums and things like that, and certainly on TV. I'm not sure if maybe we should get some more water on him. I'm not sure how they can survive, but they're kind of like crabs. They kind of can come out and live on the land and the water, I believe. That's why they kind of have like shell and very similar to crabs. So I'm pretty sure he's okay. He's still moving around there. I don't know if you can make him out on the camera. If or not he's in focus or not. Yeah, he's still moving around. We'll just walk down quickly, put him in the water, get some. Look at this little guy, he's amazing. Now he's all cleaned up, he should be glistening. I'm not sure if he's in focus. You can see he's grabbing hold there with my fingers. He has got quite a pinch on him, I must admit. I don't know if you can see. Look at his tail, it's like a lobster tail. I'm pretty sure you could eat him if you really, really wanted to, but we're not going to, because he's too much. Oh, he's fallen into the sand. He's got a little bit of dust on him. Don't know where the other guy went, if he's coming back or not, with his child. Maybe his child got scared and didn't want to see it. But this is another little amazing find, and another little bit of getting up close in nature down here by the lake. And why I kind of like to come down here is because you do get to experience things like this. Oh, here he comes. Yeah, it's I think they're like crayfish or something. That's what they call them.
Yeah.
There you go. You see
I
them?
see them a lot in Georgina.
Yeah, down in.
Can I try them?
Yeah, be careful. He has very sharp claws though. You don't want him to pinch you.
Careful, don't throw it.
You can touch him. And you see his little face and his pinchers there.
How you found
I pretty much stood on him. I was just in the water. You can see he tries to pinch your fingers. It might hurt like that, you see?
It doesn't hurt.
No, he's kind of gentle, but it can make you jump sometimes if he kind of pinches you. But that's kind of amazing. I'm pretty sure there might be more if you kind of go into the water and peer at the rocks.
Yeah, for sure you see them.
I'm not sure how long they can live out of water. They're kind of like crabs, I guess. They can live on land and...
These are like a mini lobsters, huh?
Alright.
Yeah, they are, like the little shrimp or the
want to go
scampi.
now.
You want to hold him?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, look at that.
I seen so many in Georgina. I went under the water and you see them over there. It's a lot of fish going under and
Yeah.
they grab them.
They do, and today the water is very, very clear. Sometimes I come down here and it's a little bit murky. But maybe the storm or something we had the other day cleaned all the...
So make them more...
but I was in there and you can see all the little fish darting around the rocks, and that little guy kind of took me by surprise. I'm like, hey, what's that?
Yeah, I couldn't find any over there alive. I wanted to find one for my boy to see it, but...
He's gorgeous, magnificent creature.
Yeah,
Sometimes I think they play a little bit for the camera. But if you had a little campfire or barbecue, you could pretty much cook those guys up. But no, down in Louisiana and places like that, they go crazy for their crayfish and their lobster broils and things like that. But I'm not sure if I'd trust eating anything that come out of Lake Ontario.
No, from here. Okay, boy, you're so dirty now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go put him back in the lake, let him get back about his day. Now I've
Oh, that was pretty cool.
no problem. I'm glad you got to enjoy. Oh, he doesn't want to let go.
Yeah.
And your little boy got to see a cool little creature of nature there.
Oh,
So,
these ones are the one. Look,
yeah, they're looking.
these ones are ready for it.
They can almost smell him.
That
So we're
would
gonna
be a good meal for that, eh?
definitely. So we're gonna go put this little guy back in the water so he can get back to his everyday life. So there you go, guys. A little bit of bonus footage for you there. So we'll catch you later in another one. So we're back. We didn't leave the beach yet. We're still here. But the swans and the ducks seem to come by and are cleaning themselves just in front of me. So I thought this is some nice relaxing footage. And guess who else come to say hello? Cedric. It's the actual Cedric. You know, Cedric, he's kind of got like a little bit of a squished neck and a slightly fatter head than the other ones, but he's been sniffing around for some time. I come literally after the feed-in, and as we do know, Cedric, bless him, is a little bit of an odd one. The rest of the seagulls don't like him. He's a little bit like Rudolph, except he doesn't got a red beak or red eyes like the leader of the seagull gang. But he's been chilling now down here next to me, and I actually do believe Cedric is my spirit animal. He's kind of part of the pack, but not really part of the pack. But look at these beautiful swans here, guys. I was thinking that when I come to edit this, I might try to put a little bit of a relaxing music in. Look at that beautiful reflection off the water as well. So we'll just leave that there and watch the ducks cleaning themselves. Cedric's getting very close. He's finding some of the remnants of the crackers, but let's just be quiet, silent, and just enjoy looking at these beautiful birds, especially those swans, cleaning themselves in the lake on those beautiful clear waters. See, there's some more swans cleaning themselves over there. This is where the action is. And in the distance, I don't know, there's quite a few more swans out by the the barrier there. Breakwater barrier. But these guys here, look at them. Absolutely magnificent. Oh, he's gone back in the water now.
Oh.
He's under a rock.
Oh, but I didn't show him. Didn't show him to my boy.
Oh.
Where you put him?
You see where the rock's sticking out of the water?
Where?
Just here?
I can't see. Come and show me.
Just there, look. You see there's a rock sticking out of the water?
No.
Right in front.
Come and show me. Come and show me. Huh? Come and show me.
Okay, let's go show you where let's go head out into the lake. So, this is a little boy that come and looked at the lobster. You see here? Just there.
Yeah.
So he's underneath that big rock that's sticking out of the water so that the birds don't get him.
Then can I try and show him to my boy?
I don't know if he's still there. He might have swam away.
Can I? What? What are you guys saying? What a lobster is down that way to big rock. It's a lobster? Look at them. Do you see that?
Yeah, that's some kind of,
dinosaur bone.
that's a big fish.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can see that there. There's a,
no, that's a dinosaur bone.
Okay.
I see the bone of this big fish. I see everything got aided. You see that?
yeah, those are bones. Don't touch that. That's not good to touch. But there's what some of the birds were feasting on. So let's have a little bit of a walk around.
What is the big rock?
I don't know. Are you guys allowed in the water? You go and look under the rocks, perhaps.
I'm allowed to know.
But be careful.
In the water, but not far. I'm not
Yeah,
allowed.
don't go too far. But
But
there's
where's
lots
the
of little fishes as well under the
rock?
rocks.
Where's the rock? Where's
Right
the
there.
little fishy? I saw a little baby. You mean that green rock?
Yeah, that one's sticking out of the water. He's in and around there.
Oh. Oh.
But maybe you go in and pick up some rocks. You might see one of your own.
Let's go and see. And he's going to bite me. I'll go near him. No, he's a real one. If you scare him, then he jumps and...
There's also a dead mouse or something over here somewhere. I saw the corpse of another creature. Although I don't really want to start looking for dead animals on the beach or here, but
Don't eat it.
that's what the little birds have been pecking on. I did notice. But anyway, there's a couple of curious little children there that are going to look for some lobsters or crabbies, yabbies, crayfish, whatever you want to call them. But I don't know if you can see. Let's go and have a little walk in the water. You can see it's a little bit clearer than it was before. A little bit worried about using a camera in case it does drop in the water. Don't know if you'll be able to see. There are some little fishes that are on the waterbed there. Yeah, I don't want to fall over. But sometimes if you lift up a rock like this, there are things underneath.
Like lobsters?
Like lobsters, like little fishes, sometimes crabs.
Then how you can get them?
Well, you have to catch them with your hands.
How?
You have to be quick.
Oh, I know what to do. You grab a thing you can't touch with your hand. Just a thing and grab it out and eat the thing. That's the problem. Let's go and see the green rock.
Okay, let's go see the green rock. So I've got to be careful. There is some rocks under feet and it's a little bit slippery. Lots of fishes here. Can you see all the fishes? Look. Under the water on the bottom. So I think there are lots of creatures in and around under the rocks here. Another beautiful looking duck there. Obviously is the city of Toronto in the distance. Our swans are still cleaning themselves. See some of these little rocks here.
No, I can't see there because under there, there's a lot of sand. You can't see under.
Yeah, when you lift the rocks up, that makes sand come, unfortunately.
You see now anything?
No, I haven't seen any lobsters, I'm afraid. He's probably swum away. I see lots of little fishes, but no more lobsters.
And you can find one if you see some.
Oh, you have to be lucky sometimes to find them. It can be like 1 in a million. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go back to the shore, so we'll catch you in a little while. So look, guys, we've been joined by some more feather friends, some little pigeons. And a couple of seconds ago, they were literally picking crumbs from between my toes. But a duck and a seagull turned up and kind of scared them away as I was kind of sitting up trying to get some film for you. So let's see if they do come in up close again, because there's a lot of crumbs. They're like the debris crew, the cleanup crew rather. They're coming and getting every last little morsel of the cookie or cracker crumbs that I tossed out earlier. And there is my toe. I want to leave it there because you can get a little gauge of how close these guys are getting. I have also almost no fear whatsoever. And the other thing, I don't know if you can make out on the camera, but they're beautiful, beautiful colouring. Reflecting off this sunlight here. Hopefully that will be picked up in the 4K definition when you come to watch this. When I come to watch this, as I said, I am at the beach right now, and the glare of the sun is making it a little bit difficult to see the screen, and that was me moving a little bit too rapidly for them. It scared them away there. But so much beautiful wildlife and tranquil surroundings down here at the beach. It's almost a shame not to share this with you, the viewer, who may or may not be watching this in enjoyment or getting the same relaxing vibes that I am. I'm guessing, obviously, you know, being here firsthand is obviously the best way to do it, but some of you guys that can't make it to Canada or won't ever come to Lake Ontario to experience this part of the beach for yourself, this may be the next best thing for you. As I said, guys, this is a little escape in a very, very short distance for me to travel in order to get away from the hustle and bustle of the busy city that is Toronto, and maybe the sights and sounds of my neighborhood. And we all need a little bit of an escape. So this is what I'm talking about. There are my feet right there, and you can see kind of how close this guy's getting. Don't want to make any too many rapid movements. But it's just a very wondrous experience to be this close to nature and wild animals, although you know some of these creatures are very, very used to human beings. They're, you know, urbanized, I guess, and although this does look very picturesque and almost like the wilderness, it isn't. We are very, 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 very close to downtown, or the busy part of the city here. It is only a stone's throw away from the road that you may be able to hear the noises of in the background. But as I said, guys, I do love to get up, and you can see there is my foot just in the bottom there, and how close these guys are getting. At one point I thought they were actually going to start pecking my toes. This guy in the middle there, he looked, the one that's close, he's kind of got his eye, he's in two minds whether or not he should have a little peck at my toe. He's getting closer. He might well do. There's actually a couple of guys coming in. And that's kind of one I did want to show you, just how up close they do get. There's another guy there, he's getting a little bit close. That's my other foot. I do have 2 feet. Just awesome. Getting this close to some of these wonderful creatures. Look up on the water, some guys canoeing. There's actually a few people canoeing. People still jet skiing. Paddle boarders. Quite a few more people now made it to the beach. It is getting towards Friday evening now. Unfortunately, if I had more data, I could almost do a Friday night live feed, a live stream, live show down here at the lake. But unfortunately, we don't got the data. But oh my God, it got very close then. We weren't looking. Alrighty, another end of. No, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Someone walked down onto the beach. That's what made them scurry off. But anyway, guys, that's enough of the. Oh, he's got some seed for them. That'll keep them, or some berries. Anyway, we'll see you later. Well. Hello, we're still here down at the beach, and look, we caught another one. Oh, he's got away. He's a little baby. He's covered in sand now, but we caught a little tiny baby lobster. I've been playing around in the water, having a little bit of a wade. I don't know if you can see in front, there's a seagull which is picking at a very, very stinky fish now. The hot sun has got to that fish and it smells quite rancid, but very much like the ocean or down by the sea. So this little guy, I just fished him out of the lake, but I have made something over here in the water. I've made a little bit of a rock pool, so I'm not going to keep him too distressed, so try and keep hold of him a little while, a little longer. And I've made what I'm calling Lobster Cove, although I don't know he is a lobster, he's like a little crayfish, but I've made a little territory. I don't know if you can kind of see here. So I've piled up a whole bunch of rocks for these little guys to explore, and it was mainly for the other one before, so I'm going to just put him there and let's see how he's gone right down to the bottom. But there you go, that's what I'm calling Little Lobster Cove. And already our little guy's found his way right down to the bottom there. I don't know if you can see, the water is a little bit murky because I kicked it up with my feet. But yeah, this is a little bit of an area. It's got lots of shade, lots of cover. And hopefully will protect them if they stay at the bottom. There's lots of rocks from predators from above. Got a little bit of a deep area they can swim. They've got some rocks and things that they climb on and stuff like that. So if or not that remains erect for any length of period of time, who knows. But as I said, there seems to be quite a few of them. I've actually seen more than one in the water, and actually caught another one, which was very beautiful. He's blue in color, but somehow on my way back to the shore, he fell out of my hand and back in the water and made a mistake. But since then I did erect this little, as I said, what I'm calling Lobster Cove, and that's a little place for these little guys may or may not utilize to keep themselves safe, multiply, and thrive and prosper. But still a beautiful day. The birds are there. Look, the whole fleet of swans have come out. Swans almost everywhere, as you can see. So there is the sun in the sky. Some familiar sights. There's somebody in our little normal spot that we sit in, but I'm going to try and wade out of the water here. I managed to do that quite successfully. We managed to capture wildlife, then release wildlife back into its newly, there you can kind of see the Lobster Cove poking out of the water there, and the swans in the background. The birds are singing. More paddle boarders out. Not sure if you can see in the distance those clouds that are yachts on the ocean there, on the ocean, on the lake. Those are the clouds covering New York State. But not so much here, not a cloud in the sky. Beautiful, beautiful, sun-drenched summer afternoon here down at Lake Ontario. So with that, as I said, I'm thinking about making a fire, but I really didn't bring anything down. I haven't got my teacup or my tea bags or my little drinking kit. I did just kind of bounce out this afternoon just to get away for some construction work sound that was a little bit disruptive in, dare I say, anxiety provoking. Don't like those kind of loud noises, and when you just want to be quiet and relax, drilling and stuff. I don't know if you can see there's a bird kind of swimming around, but I just grabbed my bag, my camera kit, and a couple of towels, and headed down to the beach this afternoon just to sort of relax and get some peace and quiet away from the construction. But I had a wonderful afternoon with the wildlife. We fed the birds, caught a couple of little lobstery, crayfishy things. As I said, maybe if I had more equipment we could have possibly tried to have boiled a couple of those up for supper. If or not they would have been edible coming from Lake Ontario remains to be seen. But it has been a fun, relaxing afternoon, and very, very, very therapeutic, and quite the tonic. As I said, look, how could you not enjoy the tranquility of these birds, the sunshine, the lake, and the peace and quiet, although there is a little bit of city background noise to kind of. There's a weird thing hovering in the air over there, black circle. Don't know if we can zoom in. Let me try and get a point of reference. And there's a building. I think it might be a helicopter. I'm trying to find it for you, but it's almost like a needle in a haystack. So somewhere there should be a helicopter. Don't know if you can hear it or not. Now it's just, oh no, there it is hovering. I can't make it out on the camera, unfortunately, but there is a helicopter. There's actually been a couple of helicopters floating over the lake. I don't know if something's going down, maybe someone's capsized or lost at sea or lost at lake, so to speak. But there is that lovely little tranquil spot now, getting some shade, and that's kind of almost like a little picturesque setting. I might come down here. Oh, look at this. Wow. How majestic was that, guys? That was almost like ask for better special effects. So, somebody walking and clapping, but yeah, I was going to say this is a little picturesque spot over here that you could possibly utilize, or say I could possibly utilize in future. I might even come down here and maybe set up in the corner over there. It's a little bit let's not try and get too far, because there, you see what I'm saying? Just in there is a nice little setup with some rocks. You could possibly do a nice MRE review down by the lake, which we could possibly do over the weekend. I'm not sure. Sadly, some broken glass there, but lovely little alcove here, very picturesque and quaint. And what I was going to say, almost like the quintessential campsite that you would sort of see in movies or TV shows, or even maybe tutorial videos on how to camp down by the lake. So, as I said, something we might do over the weekend. And I was half inclined to make myself a little fire pit, but what I'm probably going to do is head home a little bit shortly now, and come out and look at the geese and the swans on the lake one more time. Oh my goodness, somehow I've managed to get gunk all over my tripod. Okay, so we are getting ready to head home and end our afternoon at the beach. It is kind of early evening now, although there is an hour or two of sunlight left, but I've got a last smoke rolled. There are some geese. You may notice there's the one with a tagged neck. We've seen him a couple of times before, but there are some majestic swans still in the background. Hundreds and hundreds, not hundreds, but we've seen a lot of swans today. Now you can kind of see them in the background, of geese pecking around for some food at the bottom of the lake there. Some geese. There he is, the tagged one on the rock. There's another swan. There is Little Lobster Cove that I made there, the habitat for the little yabbies, or crayfish. Now there's a couple of our guys there in a little rowing boat. Kind of just continue to scan around there. You can see some more geese and birds and wildlife floating around on the lake, and a hazy skyline over Etobicoke. So as I say, guys, it has been a very restful and tranquil afternoon down here at Lake Ontario once again, a place that some of you are vicariously living at with me through these series of summertime videos. Tea at the lake, tea and friends, out and about, that kind of stuff. Some different content to bring you on TSP TV, and it is nice to get out of the studio and away from the Thrift Fam fireplace, as much as we do love it, and it is a very special place, I guess, in thrift store prepper folklore. Making the most of being out and about, this beautiful sunshine and this great scenery, not to mention the wildlife as a cast of characters that you couldn't script or ask for a better cast. And as I said, we've seen some aquatic wildlife today as well, some birds, avians, I think that's what they call birded and feathered creatures, avian, correct me if I'm wrong there, as well as some people out enjoying the lake on their boats and jet skis and yachts and stuff. Did see a couple of helicopters also flown in around, but let's keep the camera over there because that is kind of where the bear with me 1 second as I just straighten up the tripod. That's better. That is a picturesque, wonderful view, and the shadows of the ducks on the water reflecting there, or the geese rather, swans in the background, and in the very, very distance you can see the east beaches of Toronto. So hopefully you guys do enjoy these little videos, and I enjoy sometimes being out and about on my own and just getting a little bit of solo time, just connecting to nature as I have done today. You know, wading around in the water, getting plenty of sunshine, plenty of fresh air. Although I must admit the dead fish is beginning to get a little bit unpleasant. Maybe we should take a picture of the dead fish or something before we go and maybe stick it in. Cedric's been around as well this afternoon, one of the casting characters of wildlife I've already mentioned before. A couple of people just come down and looked at me and now are pretending they're looking at something else when I turned around. Actually, a girl in a very tight-fitting pair of yoga pants, but as I said, they were kind of looking at what I was doing until I looked at them looking at me, and then they pretended to look at a tree, and off they are wandering. Maybe I'll give you a little zoom around. There they are in the background, and my goodness, I'm getting attacked by pigeons. So there I am, enjoying my smoke down at the beach. Maybe a little bit darker than when we started this video, I don't know, let me know in the comments below. And some of you out there, very kind ladies, said that I don't look too bad for my age, so there's a little bit of a gratuitous suntanned tea at the beach for you without a shirt on. We've got our little pigeon friends now. They come back to peck at the remaining crumbs, I guess. Talk with the witch. There he is, our little friend in the background there, Cedric. He's going back. He's been enjoying pecking at the fish for sure. He's having a feast of a lifetime. I'm guessing the remainder of the seagulls and the other Cedrics have had enough of the rotten fish. And that was quite nice. We saw the goose jump off. I was going to go and sit out on that rock actually, but the goose had just jumped off of that. I was going to go and roll my spliff and set the tripod on it, but it's covered in bird shit. It really is. It's like where they go to take a shit. I think that's the public toilet for the birds that live down here on Lake Ontario. I don't know if you can see Cedric having a poke at the dead fish in the background there. Actually, I don't know if that is the Cedric. There are quite a few of them. Seem to be more and more. Talking of which, there's a couple just coming round the corner there. So hopefully you found this video as relaxing as I found it making it, and obviously there's a lot of time in between filming that I was just soaking up the sun and just watching the birds and the other wildlife down here at the beach. And, it's a little bit of a shame. If I had a jar or something, maybe that's what I'd do. I'm planning to come back down here tomorrow, set up early, and maybe bring a 24-hour ration with me. Might even bring my homemade one. If or not you have time to vote on that before I come back here tomorrow. But I do got 3 24-hour rations left. I actually kind of got 4, come to think about it, because I got one in my eBay EDC. But I might bring my bug out bag and my eBay EDC down here tomorrow. I might load up the little shopping buggy that I got rather than bring the thrift bike and walk down, so I can kind of carry a little bit more stuff. And may even plan an all-day, all-night adventure tea at the beach. Maybe our friends will come and join us. But what I was saying, I might bring a little jam jar and see if we can catch ourselves a couple of those little crayfish or yabbies. Hello, Mrs. Duck. Have you come to say hello or goodbye? It's gorgeous. Look at that. glistening, just a little bit of wetness on the feathers and the sunlight catching that, and hopefully the 4K full HD experience is worth an extra thumbs up, or maybe a share. Share this to your social media. Say, hey man, check this video out. You want to relax and see some real life wildlife up close? Why not? Introduce your friends to some tea at the beach, or tea by the lake, I don't know. And we're probably going to call this episode Feathered Friends, Tea and Feathered Friends perhaps, because we have had a lot of bird interactions today. There's a little Cedric there. As I said, he seems to kind of like being around me for some reason. I think that is the actual Cedric there. He looks a little bit squashy. I'm not sure. Maybe we can catch the actual Cedric and put a mark or something on him so we can differentiate him from the others. Don't know if you can see the background, the swans still lording it up there on the lake. It's almost like one of those days you just don't ever want to end, and would be quite happy to, if this was Groundhog Day, you know what I mean? I ain't complaining if this was a day I had to live over and over and over and again. How come I've lost my lighter? What's doing that? I found it, it's in my bag. So I don't know if you can see over here, I don't know if we're going to get some swans coming in to say goodbye before we leave. I don't know what that one's doing at the back. He looks like he's got his wings up. Now the other one's out in front. How about that? So anyway guys, I've only got a few puffs left. Hey look, should we try and do something? It looks like he's having a puff, look. And he even moved to make it almost the more convincing that he was having a smoke of my spliff. But I don't think ducks can smoke weed. Although we'll blow a little bit of smoke in his general direction just in case. Wow, look at that. Boat coming over. Oh no, he's walking away from the cloud of weed that I blew in his general direction. There's somebody over there with what looks like a similar thing to the thrift bike. I'm going to try and do that. I got some of those cases or crates back at home in the basement. I might try and attach one to the back of the thrift bike, and then that gives me a little bit of extra carrying space. Maybe I could even do that as part of my plans for the weekend. So, oh look, the geese are ducking under the water there to get some fish or something at the bottom. Can you see? There you go, bottoms up. That's where the term comes from, I believe, for geese. Like that. It does make me kind of wish that I could have done this live, because it is fun when you kind of got you guys watching along with me and commenting in the live chat. But hopefully some of you will leave some nice comments for me once you've watched this video. And as I said, maybe if you found it nice and relaxing, you will consider sharing it with your friends. But as I said guys, you couldn't ask for a more relaxing, perfect summer afternoon, or way to spend the summer afternoon than down here at the beach with our feathered friends, with the lake, with our little lobster thingies that we found and picked up at the bottom of the rocks in the lake here. Been a very, very enjoyable day. So let's take a little puff and say thanks for watching. Hopefully we will catch you in the next enthralling episode of TSP TV. I am the Thrift Store Prepper, aka TSP. This was a ship video production for TSP TV. So we will hopefully, as I said, catch you in the next one. Till then, keep it thrifty.
Bye.